I feel like there's so many people that just want to play this game in like in an absolute way. Like what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people are always asking, what should I use for this? What is the best build for this? What is the best reactor for NS? Or what is the best component set for Valby or something? It's not a matter of what is the best, it's a matter of what are you trying to accomplish? Do you want an all-around build? I'm assuming that is what most people are looking for, is an all-around build, myself included. Nothing absolutely wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But that's what works for me. I guess my personal best reactor for Viesa, the one that I have on, is a skill, let me see, it's a skill critical hit damage and a singular skill power boost ratio, because I'm rocking the absolute zero build, but that's what's best for me. Now, you guys kind of get where I'm going with this. Like, there's a lot of other Viesa builds that are really viable, probably more so viable than mine, but I play the game in a certain way. There's no right or wrong, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Other builds will do cooldown and crit damage. I understand the mentality of what's the best. I want the best on my build. I get that, but we need to try to stop asking that question in that way. Maybe ask a more specific question. And once again, I repeat, there's nothing wrong with the way you guys are trying to think about it. Like, what is the best for this? What is the best for that? I get the concept. A Serena build in Wall Crasher is going to be played different, built different than a Grim Reaper challenge build for Serena. And that sounds so obvious. That sounds so cookie cutter, but it really isn't, because people are still asking, why is this not working here when this YouTuber told me to do this exact way, or to put these mods on this exact way with this component set. Yes, a bit of the YouTuber's fault for not explaining thoroughly, and when they do explain, it's a very casual, oh well, this is this because of this, but it's just a very casual, just thrown out there, like the YouTuber is gonna say, rock the mage set with this build and you'll be fine. That's not, yeah, it's obvious to you, but it's not obvious to other people. Explain a little bit of why they have to use the mage set and what they need to do to activate said buff. That's where I'm coming from, depending on what you have from your specific build. Even if it looks exactly the same from your screen to their screen, there might be a thing or two that you have different that you can probably work with if you replace or sub a mod for something else, because you already have that one stat that you're still trying to get in your build, if that makes any sense. I guess more so, what stage of the game are you at? At that point, I think I would say it's not really about the build. Take this for example, Forbidden Sanctuary. A lot of people are saying, what's the best build for this? What's the best component set? What's the best reactor? Well, the best is HP substats on all your component sets as best you can. Implement the cores, HP cores, defense cores on all the component sets. Again, this seems obvious to me, this seems obvious to a lot of people, but someone's gonna end up copying a Forbidden Sanctuary build on YouTube, put it all the mods exactly the same, component set exactly the same, everything exactly the same, weapons, everything, hell, even the colors on the Descendant. But then the substats are slightly different because you don't take the time to go farm that. You didn't have those substats, but you have the full set. So you said, I'll go ahead and slap this, queue into the Forbidden Sanctuary, and get absolutely obliterated. Of course, 1000 HP, 2000 HP, it could be the determining factor whether you get one shot or you survive on 1 HP. If you survive on 1 HP, your skills are still doing the damage passively. Your buffs are still up. The best for someone, it's depending on what you have first and foremost. What are you working with? The trigger mods and ancestral mods. And where are you struggling? So what is specific mods that you absolutely need for yourself? It just depends on you and how you're playing. That's the best for you. So I guess the only biggest rebuttal to all of this, of what I'm trying to say, I agree that this game doesn't really have much build diversity. I agree that the best handful builds out there right now are really just one and the same. They're all kind of similar, even if it varies a little bit from Descendant to Descendant. They're all pretty much similar. I get it. I know that there's not much build diversity. The only sense of build diversity that we have right now is the Ancestral Mods. That is the only kind of build diversity, a little bit of the, and I say air quotations, the build diversity that we have, because depending on an Ancestral Mod that you get, or a role that you get, set of roles that you get on that Ancestral Mod, you may make a really solid build for a specific Descendant that only you would have at a certain moment. If that makes sense. Like, that alone is pretty cool to me. Maybe the best for your bunny build might be slightly different, and I'm using the bunny, but bunny might be a really bad example here. But let me do this. Your best SEMO build might be slightly different than someone's best SEMO build on YouTube because of your Ancestor mod. If you are able to build off of your Ancestor mod really well, that is the best. You do have the best. It's fun when you understand the game, and I understand that the casuals and it's grindy for all of them, and it's boring to some, and I get it. And maybe a little bit of that is because they're not fully understanding everything. And if that person fully understands the whole game and is still bored and is still kind of just about it, I get it. Because all those arguments on that side of things is pretty valid. Like the no content, the maps look very dull, very washed, everything, the colors are not that poppy, all this stuff, valid. But the best for you could possibly be what you could already possibly have that in your storage or your lost and found or something. Starting with the Ancestral mods, I wouldn't even be surprised if a lot of people had such solid rolls on a Descendant for an Ancestral mod, and they re-rolled it just because they're trying to copy a build on YouTube. Anyways, I'm gonna cut the video before I go on a rant and more tangents and whatnot, but it's been real. My name is Machines, and I'm gonna be making the First Descendant content. Hopefully I can stick to the grind and commit to a schedule and constantly upload videos on this game. And I don't think I'm only gonna be uploading this game. I think I'm gonna be uploading quite a bit of other games that I've been enjoying. But yeah, just make sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments about the state of the game right now and the upcoming roadmap. And I know it's looking a bit sketchy, and I know that the game is technically, if you want to call it, dead. But like I said, I've been enjoying it. Let me know in the comments. Peace.